covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
A day-long search in Bangor ends with 2 arrests on federal charges. A Red Bluff man arrested on charges that include kidnapping after witnesses saw it happen and called police. And in an Action News Now exclusive, we have details on cash register robberies in 2 area cities. New at noon, there's been another brazen cash box theft from a business, the second in 2 days. Action News Now has confirmed the Arco on Clark Road in Paradise was targeted just after 1 a.m. today by 3 teens in hoodies. Paradise police say there are 3 suspects, 1 white, 2 black, between the ages of 15 and 20. They believe they fled in a white sedan, and their descriptions match those of a trio who wrenched out the cash register of this Starbucks on Mangrove and Chico yesterday morning around 6 a.m. Paradise police say they are working with Chico police to determine if there's a connection. A witness in the Starbucks robbery told me that 2 of the suspects were African American, around 5'9", 5'6". Both wore hoodies and sunglasses. A third suspect was only 5'2", wore a hoodie but no glasses, and was white. You're asked to call police if you have any information. New at noon, the CHP says officers arrested 2 suspects after a stolen truck pursuit. They were the focus of an hours-long manhunt in Bangor. That search started yesterday morning, involving the U.S. Marshals Service and Butte County Sheriff's deputies. The CHP says the suspects are now in custody and referred us to the U.S. Marshal's office for information. We called both the Northern California and Washington, D.C. offices, but so far they were not able to provide us with details. We will give you more information when we can. We are on fire watch today. If you saw smoke in the area southwest of Corning, it was most likely from what's called the Hollow Fire. Unofficial nonprofit Watch Duty reports it burned about 5 acres near Tapscott Road, and forward progress has been stopped. Now, there is new growth on the Green Fire in Shasta County. 1 evacuation warning is in place in the Lakehead Zone 1448, the shaded yellow area you see around the red fire perimeter. And here you can see all of the active hot spots. The little red dots show the heat signatures from the last 24 hours. The Green Fire grew about 300 acres overnight. It's now at 5,914 acres with 0 containment. The fire is burning east of Shasta Lake. Firefighters are using a 02 road on the west side of the fire as a fire line to stop it from moving farther west toward homes. The fire is backing down toward the Pitt River arm of the lake. And this is a live look at the Green Fire. This is from the Round Mountain Shasta 2 Alert California camera, and you could see quite a bit of smoke still going up in the air there. And we're expecting hot conditions, especially tough for firefighters today. We check in with Sade Pullen for the very latest.
Yes, so those triple digits are going to continue on for the next couple days. This is a live look at our Tuscan and Butte camera. As you can see, a little bit of haziness in the sky, a few areas of smoke, and we're going to see a few more haziness for the next couple hours if you are in Butte County and Shasta County from that Green Fire. Now, this is a look at our temperatures right now. So for the valley, temperatures are in the 90s. So we have 99 degrees already for Redding, 97 for Chico. Now, as we go throughout our afternoon, we are going to see triple digits. Redding is going to get up to 110, and then we have Chico at 105. For our foothills, currently we have temperatures in the 80s to 90s, and then our mountains are in the 80s range currently right now. And this is a look at our wind speeds. The highest that the wind speeds currently are for the valley is 12 miles per hour. Foothills is 5, and then our mountains is 6 miles per hour. So we are seeing that excessive heat, but at least those wind speeds are looking pretty conservative. All right, back to you.
All right, thank you, Sade. Well, with the Green Fire burning in steep terrain, air attack operations are crucial to stopping the fire spread. Aircraft are scooping up water to fight the fire from Lake Shasta. Jesse Angelo shows us what lake users need to know to avoid interfering.
As the Green Fire continues to grow in rugged terrain, helicopter operations play a critical role in the battle to contain the fire.
The temporary heli base here in Mountain Gate hosts 9 different helicopters, all working just after sunrise to just before sunset on sky attack operations.
Each helicopter can drop as much as 2,600 gallons of water. The source of that water is the Pitt River arm of Lake Shasta, which is also a popular area for boaters. U.S. Forest Service Division Supervisor Mike Leffler says boaters should stay clear of that area.
Well, we got nonstop air operations going on with 2 different dip sites up the Pitt arm, with different types of helicopters that are coming in, and we're just asking boaters to stay out of that area. We don't want any kind of boats running into a helicopter that's on the top of the water.
Leffler says that on Wednesday, there were boats in the way of helicopters trying to make water dips. He said some boaters are trying to get close to see the fire, which has reached the lake in some areas. Warning signs have been placed near boat ramps in the area, like this one at the Jones Valley Resort.
And Leffler tells me that he does understand people's curiosity about wanting to see firefighting operations, but says heading up the Pitt River arm of the lake could be dangerous to both the boaters and helicopter pilots. In Shasta County, Jesse Angelo, Action News Now.
The Shasta County Sheriff's Office and Forest Service will be patrolling the Pitt River arm of the lake over the weekend. Red Bluff police arrested a kidnapping suspect they say put his girlfriend in the trunk of a car against her will. Police say witnesses reported seeing the kidnapping last night around 9 p.m. on 2nd Street. Police say the victim told them Mario Garcia Jr. had hit her, pulled her from the driver's seat of her car, and forced her into the trunk. She was able to get away when he drove to her home. Now, police say he was seen returning to the home about an hour later and ran when he was spotted, but that he broke his ankle jumping over fences and now faces charges of kidnapping, false imprisonment, and resisting arrest. Chico police have arrested the suspect in Monday night's deadly shooting at the alternative homeless camp. Police say this man, Gerald Mikey Thompson, was taken into custody around 7:30 last night. They did not provide specifics about where they found him, but they had closed Eaton Road between Cohasset and Burnap yesterday afternoon searching for him. This was the scene Monday night. Witnesses in the camp told us that an argument between 2 men over a dogfight is what led up to that deadly shooting. President Trump and the First Lady have arrived in Texas at Kelly Field Air Base in San Antonio. They then boarded Marine One to fly to Kerrville, Texas, where they will tour flood damage and meet with local officials. Meteorologist Lynette Charles with our sister station, the Weather Channel, brings us more on the flooding aftermath.
In Kerrville, Texas, and we are dealing with another somber day here as we do have search and rescue teams out here, and you can actually see the crosses behind me. We are looking at still at this point statewide 121 people dead. That's the death toll. And in Kerr County alone, 96 people have died, and hopefully that will not tick up anymore. But this time yesterday, the numbers have gone up since then. As we continue through the rest of the next several days and weeks, and we're going to continue to watch volunteers just pour in and try to give help to a community that is definitely needing it. For the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Lynette Charles.
We will bring you more of President Trump's tour of that flood damage on Action News Now tonight, starting at 4. Shelter animals in Central Texas have been moved to new locations to make space for the many pets lost in recent floods, providing a chance for them to reunite with their owners locally. Footage from Humane Society of North Texas shows these volunteers in Fort Worth and San Marcos providing veterinary relief to those flood-stricken areas and transporting animals out of already overwhelmed shelters into the shelters of North Texas. They're working alongside Wings of Rescue to make sure shelters in areas impacted by the flooding have enough space to receive displaced pets. A violent encounter between protesters and federal agents in Southern California. We'll share the details. And thousands of pounds of trash add to already staggering numbers for the year from homeless camp cleanups in Redding.